Hi, I'm Tadao of Madatsukaerude. Madatsukaerude is Japanese, meaning you can still use it. So let's repair it yourself and save money, energy, and resources. Today, I'm gonna show you my struggle with 2009 Nissan Versa. This guy actually, sometimes the starter stopped working. And I checked the forum, Nissan forum, and someone also had a similar problem. So I think and this problem is really bad. I'm not really confident whether I fixed or not, but the situation got much better, so I decided to stop my video and upload this video so far. And I hope this video gonna help you to solve your problem. But anyways, what happened is, starter doesn't really crank. Sometimes I thought it's temperature, but it's not, and it turned out to be the bad connection or some electronic connector or connection or somewhere. Yeah, bad connection. So I am not really confident where that bad connection happened, but towards the end, you will see I try to nail down where the location is, but I hope I solved the problem. But anyways, this is how it went. So this is 2009 Nissan Versa. Actually, this car or the starter stopped working while I was driving along Interstate 15 towards Las Vegas. It was really shocking because it happened in the desert. Of course, I just parked the car in the parking area, and then they tried to restart it, and the starter didn't work. While I was in Las Vegas, I had to do something that but the car sometimes it starts, sometimes it doesn't start, and then I thought it started because the battery was fine. But this car, I replaced the starter less than 1 year ago, so I thought it's kind of defective part. So I got the new rebuilt one for free, that was under warranty. I just installed it, but it didn't start. So obviously the problem is in other place, and I suspect it is the faulty relay. But anyways, I have to they do the diagnosis and they find out what the cause of this problem. By the way, if you wanna know how to replace the starter, I made a video previously about a year ago when I replaced the starter first time, so that you can take a look of that video. So there are two the electric box, and I opened this guy, but I couldn't find the starter relay, so I suspect it's here. The hell with this contraction, this is really difficult to see. So I did some research, and so these are the labels for the fuses, but I suspect it's a relay, and according to the diagram I'm gonna show you later, so the starter relay is this one. So you have two rows. First row of the smaller, I would say, I think smaller fuses. The second row, and it's actually between the first and second row here. This is the starter. So I'm gonna take this out and take a look of this. Okay, so this is the relay, starter relay. It said nice, and also ACM 33221, and I checked all the box, and all the other relays are ACM 33201, but I tried to check this online, and then I found some Amazon shop said ACM33201 equals ACM33221, and I'm not really 100% sure that is true or not, but because the starter draws very high current, and there might be the current rating difference, or another possibility is that this Versa use all the same relays, and since the starter relay, that it draws higher current than others, this guy get bad quicker, and then the previous user or the maintenance have replaced this relay with newer model of 33221. And so I'm gonna bet on that theory. And so I'm gonna swap this with the rear window, the defroster relay that also draws the very good amount of current. So, and I'm gonna swap this. Actually, I'm gonna pull the defroster, the relay, and then they put that into the ignition, the starter relay port, and see what happens. So I already half poured. This is the other side. This is the starter, and the other side is the defroster rear window. In summer we never use this. I just pour this out, and this is, I can't really read it here, but I took a picture. Maybe I can read it. This is ACM33201, and I'm gonna put this into here. The other way around, like this. Yeah, and then see what happens. Oh no, it doesn't work. What the hell is this? So it's not relay. So I removed the water tank, and this guy, I made a separate video to how to do that, so I just skipped it. So I'm gonna measure the voltage when I crank the cell. They turn the key on. Okay, I set up the voltmeter. So the one terminal is connected to the plus 12 volt terminal of the starter, and I'm gonna try to turn on the key. Actually, it didn't give the voltage, so it's electrical somewhere. So I'm gonna double check where the cause is. It could be the fuse. I'll check it. Now I'm gonna check the relay terminal. So these are the switch, and these two terminals are coil. So it's a magnetic coil. So I'm gonna double check if I turn on the key to the start. These two terminal will get 12 volts or not. I'm gonna double check that. So I use the paper clip and make sure it's not gonna short circuit, because they're gonna float out there, apply 12 volts, and then clip to the voltage meter. Well, I don't know which polar is the plus or minus, so it may, if it's applies 12 volts, it may just swing to plus, or it may swing to minus. Let's see. As you saw, it didn't even energize the relay, so I suspect there's some protection circuit that keeps from energizing the relay, so I have to locate that. So I got the wiring diagram of this Versa. I think it says 2010, but from battery it goes to start. So 12 volts that is going directly to the start, and the start is next page. We have start here, and two, actually this guy, it's hard to follow, but it goes to this starter relay, and another start is going to the coil. And I don't know why, but I checked the coil side. One of the side of the coil terminal actually had the 12 volts, and the other side goes to CPU. This is actually CPU, so it's really helpless situation. The CPU doesn't really give the ground voltage 0 volts, so that if you have the relay, everything gonna be 12 volts toward to the CPU, and if CPU inside the CPU there should be the relay that's actually gives 0 volts, and I don't know why this side didn't really give the 12 volts, but I think the more program is more like CPU, and there's nothing in between. So this is really a problem. I think there's something is keeping CPU from giving the 0 volt or starting the cell. I found the page corresponding to the start. So this is actually when the key is starting position. Unless the key is starting position, this switch portion, switch port, this guy doesn't really have 12 volts. That's why I didn't see 12 volts. That makes sense. So it looks like, but I saw this is already 12 volts. And hopeless thing is the other side is starter master CPU. That's tough. And this guy is not really giving the right signal. So I have no idea now why it doesn't work. It looks like it's something to do the CPU. Oh no, it turns. Oh, that what happened. And sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't give any power. That's bad. And once it turns, I think it turns again. It turns it's fine. But if I drive for a while and come back and it turns off, it doesn't turn on. Okay, let's start one more time. It turns. So I drove for 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna turn off the motor. And turn back on. It turns on, huh? Okay, I'm gonna turn off and leave for a while and try one more time. So it's been around 45 minutes-ish after the last drive and turn off the engine. So let's try to turn on the motor. It turns. Well, I don't think it's fixed. It just turns on this time. I'll keep watching this and I think update the situation later. Let's try one more time. It turns. That's a mystery. I don't know. I really don't know why it didn't turn on. So it's next morning and the temperature is about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see if it works or not. It doesn't work. So one thing I noticed is that if it's key or not and switch or not, and if you see this AC lamp, if I turn the cell, it turns off. So that means switch is doing its job, I think. But there's somewhere between switch and CPU or CPU to the relay is blocked. Also, what I noticed is if I turn the key, there's a clicking noise for the relay, and if I actually touch this board, I feel some feeling of the relay clicking. It's 4:30 p.m. and outside temperature is 86 degrees. Let's see how it goes. No, it doesn't work. One place I haven't checked is this block. I think they call it the Fusible block for the positive thing. So I'm gonna remove this and check it. So I removed the bracket that hold the battery. I don't know why this is start button. Oh, actually it's not really. We can probably fit the hex nut in a hex wrench, but at the same time I thought it's a star. Anyways, I'm gonna remove the battery. So I checked this. I don't really see the obvious damage. I think it's not just clear. I cleaned the terminal a little bit, but other than that, it's fine. So actually, from this block, this is the thickest wire, and I believe this guy gonna go directly to the starter, and it actually goes to this thick one going here, and there is this wire. Oh, which wire? It's this guy coming to here, and it's connected directly to the starter. When I checked the voltage here, it was not 12 though. I don't know why, but I don't think this is high current. So and probably the other smaller this guy, this line is some control. I think ground is ground, so there's no line for the ground. That's my guess. Well, anyway, I'm gonna connect the battery one more time. So I'm gonna double check the terminal for the starter first. I'm gonna just the negative side is on the negative of the battery, and I touch that positive electrode and it reacts. So I'm gonna go down there and this guy, Okay, so it has 12 volts. Then let's see whether it's gonna turn or not. Let's see. No, it cranks, but it doesn't start. What is that? Is that a water pump? Let's try one more time. Okay, now it's start. I don't know, but I think it may be because of that because that the positive electrode get too much of the rust or something. One possibility that when I was driving in the desert, it got hot and the metal actually expanded, and then the high current, the terminal did not get enough, the contact or something. I don't know. I will just try tomorrow morning, and if it works, fine. If not, I'll keep the looking for the culprit of this problem. So actually the engine actually starter works more, but the yesterday evening when my daughter tried to start, it didn't start. It didn't start for the first try, and then it turned, the starter turned, but then the engine didn't really start because of other reason, but I don't know why. But when I tried after that, it started. The engine also started. Starter also turned, and I noticed that this is really complicated thing. But this unit on the side here, we also have the fuse thing. It's fusible. They call it fusible something block. But I noticed there's a fuse looking thing, and I believe this goes to this line. You see that line, and this line is actually going to the starter directly, and I'll try to remove this red cover. So actually I could remove that red cover, and because of the corrosion, it was really dirty, but I cleaned the window, and I don't really see they burned out. The fuse looks okay, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a picture and magnify it and double check it's fine. So it looks like this guy has this kind of snap thing, so I think I can open this. Nice. So the fuse looks okay, I think. I'm not sure. I poked with the screwdriver, but it looks like it's okay. But this might be the cause. So it might be some loose connection somewhere here. But anyways, I put it back together, and they put the ground terminal, so that I will try to crank the starter. Interesting. So that's probably, that is it. So the starter didn't run or turn. So let's see this is the cause or not. So this is negative, and this side it actually get 12, of course, and this side, oh, this side you get the 12, then it should turn. Well, this is confusing. I double checked the cell. I mean the starter didn't really turn, but we got 12 volts here. I'm gonna double check the voltage down there one more time right now. So actually I got the 12 volts down there also. So it start over. I don't know what the cause is. Now when I check the engine or the starter, now it's worked. It's weird. And once it works for a while. What's the cause of this? So now it doesn't turn after I tap here. It actually stopped turning. So it looks like some like the connection issue, but after that it doesn't start at all. And still I got the 12 volts here. It doesn't work now. So this is another symptom actually. The now I tapped many connectors or something, and now the starter runs, but the engine doesn't really start. It looks like it could be the ignition coil or some connection, I think. Maybe the connector for the CPU. Now it works, I think. So now I basically wiggled the connector for the computer CPU unit. So I think the cause could be the contact malfunction, or I mean the bad contacts on the connectors. So this is the connectors I actually touched. Basically I wiggled like this. And let's see how it goes. Now it runs. I'll take a look, keep an eye on it, and try tomorrow one more time. So it's another day. Actually, I drove this to my office in the morning. It didn't start, and I touched here these CPU connectors, and also I touched, and after I touched, it didn't actually start. So I touched the other place around here and this, and I reached in my office and turned off the motor, and then I restarted. It didn't turn, and when I came back, actually it didn't turn, but I touched here, it didn't work, but I touched here and here, and it worked. So I'm thinking about this. I hope this is the thing, that there's some connection issue in this box. I mean the fuse boxes. The fuse box. So I'm gonna take a closer look, open the lid and check the connection and everything. So this box actually you can pull it out. There's a pin, 2 pins, and the bottom part gonna also come off if you have 6 pins. So actually I flipped upside down and checking all the connections. Visually it doesn't really have any bad connection or anything. So I'm gonna use this electronic cleaner here. Hopefully this is gonna help. So I'm gonna push back and put the bottom thing. I put the new tie wrap. Okay. Hopefully this will help. Well, actually this will solve the problem. use. It's turned. That's a good sign. So I'll keep eye on it. Okay, it's another day, and yesterday I used this car, and most of the time the starter worked. So previously, before I cleaned this guy, it was about 50% starter didn't start, but yesterday it's most of the time, only one time it didn't work. And when it didn't work, I wiggled around here, here, but it didn't work. And I touched these CPU connectors, also didn't help. But when I wiggled here, it started to work. So today I'm gonna clean the connectors on this unit. I removed the ground terminal, and let's see, this is a connector. So it may be this other side, but I'm gonna check all the connections. Visually it's not bad. Okay, I removed everything, so I'm gonna clean the contacts. So I open the lid of this box. Actually there's a circuit board, and I don't really see the bad location. So I don't think there's a bad location. There's some discoloration here and here, but it looks like it's not. I don't think it's a capacitor thing. It's more like just a rust of the circuit board. So I'm gonna put it back together. So I checked all the connectors, and connectors looks fine. So I'm gonna just start putting back together. It's a little bit tricky. Just go this way. Put it back together. This box is kind of tricky to close, but now it's fine. Okay. Right. Okay, let's connect the ground and start the motor. By the way, before doing this morning, it also started fine. So if this guy doesn't really start now, so that might be, that box might have some trouble. But anyways, let's try. try one more time. Okay, it turns, so I'm not sure if I fixed or not, so I'll keep an eye on it, and if I have the same symptom again, then I will try to locate similar thing. But I think I'm gonna stop my video here unless I have a very bad this development of this issue. I think this video will help if you have the same problem. This video will help to solve your problem. I think it's electric connection, some connectors. What happened is, the starter didn't really crank, and if I wiggled somewhere, some electric port, like a box or whatever, then it starts. And also, depending on the situation, even the starter runs, but the motor didn't start, and I suspect that something to do with the ignition coil or something. That could be the also connect relay or electronics related. But anyways, I think I'm gonna stop my video here, and if I have the bad development of this problem, I'm gonna make another video. So I hope this video helped you to solve your problem. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.